Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy BeeAzirah and we're here back with another video. And today we're going to be looking into how can you could deepen your connection with spirit at this time. So regardless of what energies you're working with at this time, we're connecting into the collective just to see what energies are around you at this time and how can you connect deeper with them. You know, spirit shows up for us in many different ways, in many different faces. So with that being said, remember this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what don't. And we're gonna get right into the video. This is 1, this is group 2, and this is group 3.
Yo, what's up, group 1? So if you chose pile 1, your card here, we have boundaries. Okay, let me just go ahead and tap into these energies at this time. The first thing I'm hearing is moving on. And so what I feel, what can help you deepen your connection to your guides, to your ancestors, to spirit, to yourself right now, is moving forward from things that's no longer serving you, moving away from a home, a vehicle, a person, a town that's no longer resonating with the frequency that you're embodying now. And this can look like people not respecting your boundaries, people not respecting your home when you come over, people not like allowing you to connect with your true self as you are now. Like how my cat come over here messing up with my thing. It's like it still shows up in ways of you having backlash, no matter how much you try to be the bigger person, no matter how much effort you put into, be mindful of what you say, how you say it, and also being mindful of the other person's emotions and feelings. It still seems like you just seems to have some type of clash with individuals, no matter what you do. And this is beautiful signs that these are individuals, this is a place, this is a presence that's no longer needed in your life. And what spirit is wanting you to do is to remove yourself from this completely. It's allowing yourself to love something even in the moments of releasing it. Let me say it one more time. Allowing yourself to love something even in the midst of releasing it. And by doing this, simultaneously, things that was already waiting for you to get this shit out your way is just going to start falling in. Just start falling in. I'm pulling one more card though because it feels like an energy of that you've been doing this though. You do this and then you'll step back. It's like you'll do this and then it's like you will get into a space of where you see the vastness of what this can become, and it kind of scare you. Yeah, see how the card had already flipped over, but it's like it was already trying to be hidden by the other cards because it's like meditation. It's like you need to allow yourself to continue practicing your mindful practices like meditation, get into states of awareness and receptivity so that you can always be in a state of knowing what it is that your energy, that's what's pulling on your energy. Always knowing what and whom is pulling on your energy in each present moment in time so that as you're moving forward, you're not allowing yourself to get clogged down again by other people's energies, other people's thoughts, other people's perceptions of you and how they view you and how they want you to be. Because I feel like one of the biggest things that you've been working on your journey right now is embodying your boundaries, not just stating them, not just letting people know that you have them, but standing business, standing on business, standing on your boundaries, like even with the people that you are closely close to. Because I feel like this is what your biggest things are. Because all these people are just, all these things are closely around each other. So I feel like this isn't you going out in the world dealing with random individuals. No, this is people that you talk to on a daily basis, or you did talk to on a daily basis, and they still try to come around. Okay. And so just to summarize everything that I was saying, group 1, what will aid you in deepening your connection with spirit is just the simple fact of declutter. Decluttering things around you that's keeping you from your own heaven on earth, keeping you from your own sense of serendipity, your own sense of peace, your own sense of groundings, your own happiness. Happiness and peace ain't the same thing. Some people can be peaceful and not happy, and some folks can be happy even when they're not at peace, okay? And so I'm sending you much love, much light, much clarity. I'm closing our portals that are open with you at this time. And thank you for allowing me to read you. I'm going to move on to the next pile. Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Go ahead and cleanse the energy up real quick. Moving into pile 2, pile 2, pile 2. And so pile 2 already, I'm just feeling, which is a resonance and like a moving on from pile 1. I feel like some of you guys need to cleanse. And I mean, like, you need to do like a different type of cleanse. Like, I feel like you may do the same type of cleanses. You may think you just can burn some sage, some cinnamon, and you just throw it around you without no intentions behind it. And that's all you need to do, baby. Intentions is the foundation of any practice that you go about in this world, in this reality, in my own personal opinion. You feel me? From my own personal preference, my own personal, lifestyle, style, and just dealing with spirit myself, you feel me? Understanding that intentions will take you a long way. Okay, look, internal love. And so that goes exactly what I'm talking about, because internal love is that what will help you to connect deeper with spirit is you allowing yourself to connect deeper with yourself. And so the divine masculine, divine feminine in you, it's like you are a person who love love. You are a lover love. You are a love lover. And you love love so much that you wish and you hope that when you see other connections and you see that what things people go through, you wish the best for them. And it's like spirit wants you to start wishing the best for you. I'm having a mild headache. So I feel like that at times you put more pressure on yourself than you will put on others. You show other people more grace than you show yourself. What will aid you into connecting closer with spirit, which is actually yourself right now, what's coming on right. But in pile one, it seems more like connecting with external energies, while with this pile is more so connecting with the internal energies, with the self, connecting with your own internal feminine, divine feminine, your own internal divine masculine, and learning how that dance flows with you. Falling in love with your own music, falling in love with your own being, your own personality, your own ways of being, falling in love with how you love. It's like you in a state of where you are learning how you want to be loved, and you also are aware of how you give love, okay? I'm just seeing a lot of synergy going on right here. So what I feel like is like a lot of coming together is happening in your life right now. So I feel what you should really do is show yourself a lot of grace, even in the midst of you making mistakes and not knowing, because through these mistakes is how you're learning to accept every aspect of yourself. Let's go deeper, guys. I have this mild headache going on, so I feel like you overthink your process at times. Look, cosmic ancestors, voice your concerns. It's like you overthink and you feel like you're not being heard by your spiritual team and by yourself, because it seems like you work more with yourself, like you do believe in a higher power. You may work with your ancestors, you may work with some type of deity or ascended master, but more than anything, you work with yourself. You understand the true connection and reflection of the divine source that you are. You understand the extension of source energy that you are. And because of this, I feel that you are also in a state of where you are coming together internally. You are finding yourself coming together in different communities, different spaces with different people that you may have never connected with before, or gave yourself space to connect with them, okay? Because I see the community card is here as well, and it's like this, you're leading this community though. It's like because you took the initiative to do what you have to do regardless of what anyone else is going to do around you, because that's manifestation. You get into a state of where you are okay if you receive it, and you are okay if you don't receive it. You feel me? We still have desires, but you are no longer letting your desires be what fuel you and move you forward. You still have your desires, but it's not your desires that's moving you, but your own internal compass. You are trusting your will, because behind this man is the fire, the will, the passion. You are letting your passions, and I say passion in its own sense because I personally see passion and desire in two different ways, the same way that spirit is showing, is portraying through me right now to you, that your passion and your desire can sometimes line up, but they don't always have to be the same. You know, you're not always passionate about what you're desiring, and you don't always desire what you're passionate about. I'm gonna let that sit in with you, because this is about you, and that's what you do. You get so caught up and you overthink things, and you feel like things have to be in a certain perfect way before you can make a move, when sometimes spirit just wants you to jump. They just want you to skip. They just want you to throw that pebble in the water and pay attention to how the ripples ripple. It's like you want to have a certain perspective of how spirituality is meant to be for you, when you are the one creating your spirituality for yourself. You are the one creating that reality for yourself. You are the one who is connecting the synchronicities and connecting the dots. No matter how much spirit want to put something in your face, if you choose not to see it, it won't be seen. Okay? And so just to summarize what it is that could connect you deeper with spirit, it's just a simple fact of falling in love more with yourself. Continue doing what you're already doing and do more of it. Do more of it and less of what you no longer want to do. And as you continue doing more of what you want to do, the more that you're going to do less of what you don't want to do, because you're not focused on that. We tend to overthink about like, oh, I need to make this plan. I got to get this. I got to do this certain way, when sometimes it's just doing it. It's just to do, to be. You ain't got to do 20 push-ups if you're going to do 10, if you're going to do 5. Be happy with where you at in your journey, not where you're comparing yourself to be. And so I'm sending your energy back to you with love, light, and clarity. Thank you for allowing me to read you at this time. I'm going to move on to group 3. Yes, that was beautiful too. That was beautiful too. You feel me? Let's get into group 3. Ooh, yes. what it is that you can do to strengthen your connection with spirit. And as I was saying, the first two piles, like this can be your connection to your spiritual team. This can be your connection to, yourself, and your connection to source itself, because spirit has many faces, has many forms and many reflections, and spirit is a general term that means simply energy. And so there are different types of energies that we're connecting with, although when we're tapping into a collective, you feel me, we're pulling on what the collective is moving on type shit. So let's see what's going on with group number 3, because I was shuffling that cards. The Guardian card came out, which also said protect your energy. So let's see what's going on. Transformation. And the Phoenix force is out here for you. And so group 3, I feel like your guys are the pile that work a lot with supernatural creatures. You work strongly with vampiric entities. You work with mermaids. You work with dwarfs. You work with fae. You work with the Phoenix force. You feel me? You work with dragons. You work with star beings, star ancestors like Syrians, Lyrians, and things like that. Like you work with an arsenal of spirits that most individuals aren't tapping into right now because they're still trying to figure out this 3D construct, that they are not in the space where they can even be in the imaginative world to open up to the world of Fae or to those dimensions when it comes to these different frequencies that operate on their own vibrations within their own dimensions. But with this transformation card being here, I just feel that what it is that you need to do is just surrender. You just need to continue surrendering to yourself. Because with the Phoenix being here, the Phoenix is all about transformation. It's all about death and rebirth. It's all about death and rebirth in a very glamorous, in a very spontaneous type of way. Because when the Phoenix dies, it dies and it's reborn from its ashes. So it's like it explodes upon itself. It's like a combustion, and through this combustion, it releases all of this energy that it has built up before, not to just release it just in the sake of releasing, although to use that as a transformative force to propel it into a higher frequency so that it can be reborn anew. And what I mean by anew means it's reborn with a higher frequency. It's reborn with a higher purpose within itself, and that purpose is one that it figures out through its journey. I find that when it comes to the Phoenix Force, that the Phoenix is teaching us every moment, bringing us closer to that day where we've combust, so that we are having to go through that dark night of the soul, which is we having to sit in those ashes until we are risen. We find that flame, we find that light, that spark in the nights to reignite us once again, And so what it is that can help you connect deeper with spirit is the simple fact of surrendering to the ebbs and flows of right now, surrendering to what's been removed from your life and surrendering to what's coming in. You are not the main character right now. You are the main character, although you're not the main one driving the boat. You're just on the passenger seat. Spirit, source, divinity, your ancestors, whoever you connect with and how you connect with that energy is what's driving the boat right now. Source is what's driving the boat right now. You're not driving the boat. You're riding. You feel me? You are a passenger to your life right now, and that is because you have things been moved for you without you even having to lift a finger. You have done a lot of prior work, not only in this life, but lives before, that has set you up for success to embody a transformation within this life that you have never achieved in any lifetime before. And so that's why even with you having such a deep soul arsenal, a lot of deep soul knowledge, you still find yourself learning new things, and you find yourself still not knowing everything. You know all that you know. You seem to know a lot of shit, but it's like when you're coming across these new texts, which is also stuff that isn't even been talked about in your everyday basis, meaning that you're not getting on TikTok seeing people talk about it, you're not getting on Facebook seeing folks talk about it. So it's like you kind of feel like you're in a state of like, is it just my ego or is this actually spirit teaching me, guiding me, And so you in this a state of where spirit just wanting you to surrender to the information and to the transformations that they're bringing to you. I'm feeling my crown go off as well with this pile, but although it's not the same message as the last pile, this pile, it seems more so that you need to give yourself room to imagine. And you need to give yourself room to not be so stuck on what the reality is and what the reality is showing you, and to take away the rational side of things right now. Right now, it's okay for you to fall into the unknown, to fall into the irrational. It's okay for you to let things burn. It's okay for you to not allow people to put you in a state of where you are no longer seeing the frequencies of how you see things. And what I mean by that is that you have a peculiar way of how you see source, of how you see connections, of how you see the world, and you do your best to try to compromise that so that you can have connections with other people. But what I see spirits telling you is, if you continue to allow yourself to embrace this Phoenix force and this aspect of yourself that is your truest self, the more that you're going to connect with individuals that's going to be on that same frequency, even if they're not embodying the same shape. And so what I mean is, there are going to be times when you're going to be a square, but a triangle is still on your level. They're just a triangle, you're a square, and you can work together. Okay? And so that's what I have for you, group 3. Thank you for allowing me to read you at this time. I'm closing all portals that are open at this time. Thank you for watching this video. If you're new here, if you haven't, go ahead and like and subscribe, you feel me? So you can go and hit that damn bell so you can get notifications of upcoming videos, you feel me? Once again, it's your boy BeeAzirahBonta, and we out. Thank you for being here.